This is the last lead generation video you will ever need to watch. Today I'm doing something no one else on YouTube has ever attempted. I'm opening 4 different Claude windows at the exact same time to build the ultimate full-stack lead generation machine. We're building a real-time signal-based engine across 4 platforms simultaneously. We'll generate leads from Twitter, Reddit, LinkedIn, and YouTube content. By the end of this video, you will know exactly how to connect your APIs, write the code without breaking your system, and schedule tasks to run while you sleep. You'll wake up to daily email reports, tracking YouTube competitors' best-performing videos. You will have Twitter and Reddit scanned for the past 24 hours, sorted by intent score and engagement comments ready to go. And you'll have autonomous LinkedIn campaign running with your final human approval. We're taking your efficiency and 10xing it. Let's build. Make sure you have Claude Code installed here. If not, it's pretty easy. Just go to Extensions, search for Claude Code, install it, enable it. That's it. And then click this orange icon, and that's all you need for setting up Claude Code. From here, enter the prompt so that we can monitor the YouTube trends. I'm gonna use voice input here. If you're using a MacBook, the shortcut is double-click function button. I want to build an automation to scrape tons of YouTube videos and YouTube channels in my niche, which is AI lead generation and AI automation. I want to get insights about what videos are trending, what's working well, especially the outlier videos, meaning the ones that are doing especially good compared to the average views for that creator, because that usually indicates good amount of interest from the audience. I want to use the insights as a guide so that I can create more content that will be beneficial for my audience. I need your help understanding how we can get this data most efficiently, so please look into different APIs or MCP servers. After this, I want you to create PPT slides for me and send it to my email. And it should be a really nice professional looking slide deck with charts, images, and graphics so that I can understand what's going on in the industry. There are some typos, but I think Claude is smart enough to figure it out. So I'm just gonna send this information to Claude. We can close this chat now and let it do the work. At the later part of this video, we will be using several terminals, something like this. So if you wanted to set up the Claude Code in terminal, you pretty much just need this command based on the operating system you're using. After the installation, you just have to run this command, and if it prints the version number, it means that Claude Code is successfully installed. After thinking for a while, as well as doing all the web research, Claude has come back with the recommended architecture. Phase 1 is data collection with the official YouTube API called Data API v3. And then using Apify for the YouTube scraper, then Social Blade APIs. Phase 2 is a slide deck generation, Phase 3 being email delivery. This looks very reasonable. It needed me to answer a few questions, so I'm just gonna type my answers here, top 20 channels, and then Claude also asked me to provide the YouTube Data API v3. This setup takes around 5 to 10 minutes. I'm gonna show you the steps. If you're not interested, go to this timestamp to skip this part. Go to console.claude.google.com and create a new project. Let's call it YouTube Content Scrape. Create. Go to API and Service. Then go to Library. Search for this API, YouTube Data API v3. And then click Enable. After this, go to Credentials. Create Credentials. Create API key. Name API key YouTube content. You can name it whatever. API restrictions. We're gonna select this and this only, and then save it. It may take 5 minutes for the setting to take effect. And then it gives me the API key. Obviously, you shouldn't be showing it to anybody else. After I got this key, write it in the env file. Whichever file that starts with dot, it's essentially a hidden file. Next step, install all the dependencies. So I'm gonna open a new terminal and follow the step. Copy, paste it, installing all the packages. And after this command, run this. Python could not find. Let's just paste this error and give it to Claude Code. Sometimes it's just a long waiting time. So I'm just gonna open several terminals. So use Claude in different folders. For example, currently we're in this folder called YouTube Content Planning. We're just gonna cd into YouTube Content Planning and then open Claude. The chat box here is essentially the same as the chat box in here. Now we don't have to be restricted into this one window and wait until it complete. We can open as many windows as possible and work on different projects at the same time. After all the processing, my YouTube API key has been accepted, so now I'm just gonna run this again. Python main.py. Step 1, collecting YouTube data. Looks like it has tracked 74 videos and 20 channels, but second step, it failed again. I don't want to look into the details. I'm just gonna copy paste this to Claude and let it do the work. I mean, I used to be a software engineer. What we used to do was really search for the error and then go to Stack Overflow. But let's just say how LLM has improved our lives so much better. You just give the whole error and Claude will just figure it out for you. You could be a 10-year-old, never programmed anything and still figuring everything out just by copy pasting all the blockers. So seriously, there's really nothing to be afraid when it comes to using Claude Code. The setup looks super professional and scary, but just paste the error and it will figure out for you. Now, whatever the issue it is, I just need to rerun it now. Rerun it again. Good news is a different error. Same thing, copy, paste it. While this window is doing its work, we can just go to another window, start working on something else. Let's make a new directory called Claude Code Lead Gen. We're gonna generate some leads. CD meaning change directory into this Claude Code Lead Gen folder and then type Claude. Want to generate some leads from LinkedIn. To integrate this MCP server for LinkedIn lead generation, we're gonna go to linknav.com, go to Integrations tab, Claude Connector. We'll just paste this MCP server URL to Claude. I want to generate leads on LinkedIn using this MCP server. Give this one. Later, you will also need this API key where you could just click copy. Now I can use it to generate leads from LinkedIn. And you remember the first window? So this window, we open it from the same folder as this one. So when you're chatting in here, it's really the same thing if you just chat it with Claude in here. And it will be a different thread than the lead generation thread. Rerun it again. Let me first clear this just to make it look better and then rerun this Python file. Good news, step 2 has been done successfully. And then step 3, sending emails. It looks like it has some blockers. Gmail credentials not found. Let's just ask Claude what to do next. And here are the instructions, super clear. Go to Google Cloud Console, which we already have it here. API service, OAuth consent screen. Tube content, doing it again. My email, finish, create. Okay, now back to API and service, create credentials. OAuth client ID, desktop app, YouTube content planning, create. In the pop-up, click download JSON. I'm gonna first move it here, rename, audience, add a test user, and then enter your email in this case. And then clear, and then run this again. You've been given access to an app that continue. The authentication flow has completed. You may close this window. Finally, go back. Another error. Same thing. Paste it. Follow the instruction. Go to this page. Click enable. Wait for 1 or 2 minutes and then rerun. While we're waiting for that, let's generate some leads on the second window. Generate leads who are active and has highest intent. Find 50 of them and put them into a new list called fresh leads. What else do we want to do with Claude? Maybe we're gonna do video editing. So let's create a new folder, make directory, Claude Code video editing, and change directory into this new folder and then open Claude again. From here, we want to make sure that we have already installed 2 packages, and those 2 packages are video use and hyperframe. All you need to do is copy these URLs. Claude is smart enough to figure them out, how to install it. Video use is really for editing, cut the video clips and edit them together. Hyperframes is better for animations. Just click yes all the way and it will start installing. Step 3 has been completed successfully, so now let's check our email. Your AI YouTube landscape report is ready. It analyzed 72 videos with a total view of more than 20 million. AI agent is the highest performing keywords, of course. Keyword performance, AI automation, AI agent, N8N, make AI. Average engagement rate, the highest one is make AI automation, followed by ChatGPT AI lead generation. Average views by duration. It looks like if you keep the video within 5 minutes, it's the best. And if it's more than 20 minutes, it's pretty good too. But don't fall into these 2 buckets. Top 10 channels, Tad, Raj. Unfortunately, my name is not here, so please subscribe if you think this video helps you, so that one day I could be on this chart. How exciting. Trending keywords, Claude. That's what we're doing. Okay, you know what? We're gonna make a video called Just Free Claude for Your Business. That's a pretty bad name. Just kidding. Content recommendation, keywords, focus on agent, make AI automation, video less than 5 minutes is the best. Work these training videos, TED is the top channel. Okay, that's pretty good. As you see, it's still pretty generic, so I'm sure if you give more specifics, what kind of insights you're looking for, you can get better results. But I think this is a very good start. By just talking to Claude directly, and you can get such a good summary. You can even do this on a daily basis. Track content creators in your niche and track what's trending. And most importantly, if you want to track smart, you should track those outliers, the videos that are doing specifically good for that creator. That means a lot. I'd love to do a step-by-step guide into how to implement that using Claude. So if you're interested in that topic, you should join me in that journey. Okay, let's go back to our window of editing video. Hyperframe clone has been completed successfully. Both are in the working directory. That's great. So later, after I record this video, I could just dump it into this folder and let Claude do some magic. So now we've used Claude to do content planning, lead generation, video editing. Let's think of another use case, a Reddit lead gen. So let's create a new folder called Claude Code Reddit. Change directory into this Reddit lead gen folder. And of course, open Claude again. This time I want to use Apify connector to scrape the latest Reddit post containing the keywords that I'm interested in, and also generate a summary of the post or suggest a comment for people to discover this great product that I'm building. Let's just tell Claude, use Apify connector to monitor certain keywords on Reddit. First, help me install Apify. You know what, guys? While I'm trying to work some magic with these 4 Claude windows over here, I got a message from a user. He said, I'm busy watching the YouTube video, the one that I uploaded yesterday. I'll give you a shout if I need any help. So shout out to Jonathan. Thank you for making my day. Okay, back to the Reddit window. Go to apify.com, go to console, and then from here, go to setting, API integration. So here you can find your token and you could copy. The best practice is really put it in the env file so that it only remains in your local and does not go to the internet. Create a new tab in this window so that it's in the same folder. Open env, so it's here, and then paste your token here and save the file. Since the dot files are usually the hidden file, so if you actually go to this folder, you might not be able to see it. Just tell Claude to generate a list of keywords that I should monitor. My service is, from here, enter a service. For me, it's lead generation on LinkedIn with high intent signals, and more importantly, autonomous follow-ups with human approval. So this is my service, and I want Claude to generate a list of keywords so that later I could reuse these keywords. And also for Apify to work efficiently, I don't want to give all those keywords at the same time because I tried that. That takes super long time. I just wanted to have maybe 10 keywords at a time. For example, I want to first monitor these keywords for post generated within the last 24 hours. And then I pasted these 5 keywords and then give it a go. Notice that Claude didn't find the right connector, so sometimes Claude is just not that smart. I'm not gonna let Claude guess, I'm just gonna directly tell it to use this Apify. I still wanna use those keywords. I wanna filter only the last 24-hour post. Search for above 9 keywords on Reddit. Keep only the posts within last 24 hours. Filter by date should be last day. Also, add the suggested comment of the posts. Comments should be within 30 words. That's just a personal preference. I don't like to read long paragraphs. Similarly, we will still need to add the Anthropic API key to the environment file, which is the same as before. Open environment and then paste it there. I've already pasted, so let's go. You know, it's actually so sweet to look at 2 windows working at the same time. So this is generating leads and this one is generating the comments. It feels like having 2 super smart interns working for you. It's just pretty awesome. Meanwhile, since we're a little bored, why not just open another one and search for the Twitter keywords? Same thing. Make another directory called Claude Code Twitter Posts and then change directory into this Twitter post. Open Claude from here. Apify should already be installed. But let's just make sure that Apify is already installed. I want to use it to monitor Twitter. I still like to call it Twitter rather than X. For Twitter, it's the same thing. Meanwhile, it looks like the lead
has already been generated. 50 leads as we requested. Selected from social listening, people actively posting, and from intent agent. 50 leads into a new campaign called Fresh Leads. And then for my Twitter post, let's see if the quality is good enough. This post is from 1 hour ago. This one is 2 views from today, is also from 1 hour ago. So in terms of recency, I think it's meeting the standards. And my next step would be deciding whether there are competitor offering similar service, or they're a potential customer, or they're irrelevant. And we could totally delegate this task to Claude. But at least we know this Apify connector is pretty good. So we're just gonna give this URL. I wanna use it to monitor Twitter using this Apify. Paste it here. The parameter time window should be 1, number of results should be 30. Generate 50 keywords about my service, about the industries that might need my service. And my service is a lead gen. I believe it will generate a list first, and also has the context of which Apify that I want to use. So Twitter give me these pain points, high intent buying signals, autonomous signals. All of these looks good. Find me the posts. Let me first find the post, and later I could add some LLM to give a summary or give a comment.
When you're using Claude with these terminals, make sure that you connect it with your subscription account rather than API. If you connect it to API unexpectedly, that will be extra charge on top of your subscription accounts. So to do that, when you set up Claude, make sure you do Claude account with subscription, not API usage. From here, authorize. So that now you can see your usage from your Claude desktop app directly. Now we have these 4 windows. This one is for commenting on Twitter, this one for generating leads from LinkedIn, this one for video editing, this one for generating leads from Reddit. Now we have all of these keywords to target our potential customers. We could let Claude find posts within the last 24 hours on these keywords. Generate a summary and suggested comments. We need to give an Apify. Same thing as before. Open a new tab so that we're in the same folder. Open environment file, which is not there. Let's create an environment file and WQ to save it, and then open env file. We're gonna type our Apify token as well as DeepSeek API token. I'm using DeepSeek because it's cheaper. While it's doing its work, for Reddit, these are the keywords that we generated last time. Find Reddit posts within the last 24 hours on these keywords, and generate a summary and suggested comments. Pasted the keywords. For video editing, we don't have anything to work on for now. Let's work on the YouTube content planning instead. Let's first open Claude. Find videos in recent 1 month about identify the videos who are outliers, doing especially good, and analyze the pattern. Summarize the findings into PPT slides and send to my email. Okay, the YouTube summary has been successfully sent to my email. Let's check our email again. Now analyzed 34 emails, also with a link.
So there are 2 new apps that I've been playing with while I've been hanging out in Australia, and I cannot.
This is a short. I probably should do more shorts as well.
I think hundreds of thousands of dollars per month, right?
One person business. I want to see the URLs for these videos. We don't have it yet, so why not just directly ask Claude? Find out the video URLs. It has found the URLs so that we can check directly from here. This is the new Apify Twitter we're going to use. For example, we could just enter our keywords here, sort by latest, search type, search for tweets, and then you see now this Apify is running, and then we have 100 outputs. This one is from today, looks great. This one's from yesterday. Now we could just give this URL to Claude. Use this Apify. Paste the keywords. Now the Twitter has updated the new actor, archived the old one, and input field and keywords also updated. 60 tweets has been fetched successfully. I want Claude to generate an Excel form to record the summary, title, and suggested comment. Now the Reddit post has come back. It found the post, the keywords, the subreddit, and why it matters. We also want to add some columns. For example, the post URL, the time, and suggested comments generated by DeepSeek, which we already added the API key for. And same time, the tweets also came back and saved into this file.
Each row has the post URL and all these columns. Let's open this file. We can see the post, the summary, the time, the suggested comment, and the time are all within the past 3 days. Let's check it out. The current progress looks good. I want to save the current progress. Git init. This means initializing this project as a Git repository, and then git add dot. So now all of these files have been added into the version control, and then committed as the first version. Now if I mess up my code later, I can always come back to this first version. I haven't pushed it to a remote repository yet, but I have saved the progress locally. Let's switch to LinkedIn lead gen thread. First, let's load my ICP to confirm that the targeting is correct. Previously, I have given my landing page URL, so it has analyzed my business. And here's my ideal customer profile. Target industries looks good. Company size, seniority, job title. This looks good to me, so I'm just gonna go ahead and generate 50 leads with intent score. It will run the intent agent and search for people who just moved jobs in these industries. With the headcount posted on LinkedIn, seniority looks good. Don't ask again. Meanwhile, it looks like Reddit result has come back. Click this window, new tab, basic. Let's check out the file. It should be this file. So we're just going to open this file, and we can see the title, keywords, subreddit, post URL, and summary. Now there are many of them. I'm not able to do all of these, so I want to generate a score based on intent. It looks like this has come back for LinkedIn lead gen and categorize people into different tiers. The top tier are these people, strong tier, good fit, lower fit. Let's only keep the high intent score people, put them into a list. Only add the intent score above or equal to 8 into a new list called fresh leads. We already have a very good first version of the Twitter post, but I wanted to advance it a little bit by adding a country. Since views and replies are already in the data itself, so we wanted to add it to the Excel. Also generate an intent score based on the content, the location, the number of views and comments, and also specify your service so that it could evaluate a relevancy based on all of the information. For the LinkedIn thread, all of the 20 contacts has been added. Since all of the leads are already added into the campaign, we should be able to see it from the UI. For this campaign, we can do all kinds of customizations. For example, we want the messages to be sent out morning at 10 a.m., Monday through Friday, and each day maybe 25 invitations. And we could also have an auto reply with human approval. So what that looks like, you could see all your DMs here. And for each DM thread, you have a suggested comment. For example, this one. And if you think the comment makes sense to you, you could just approve and send. And if you want to customize, you could add it and then approve and send. Honestly, this is my favorite feature. It just saves me a ton of time that I could work on different LinkedIn accounts and not having to read the whole conversation. So let's just turn on this auto reply with approval. If you do autopilot, it just means those comments will be sent out on its own. Another thing that I really liked is if people didn't accept your connection request, you could automatically withdraw them after certain days. For example, 14 days. Auto withdraw on schedule. And then save the setting. And then just turn on this campaign so that it's active. All of those, you could do it from UI or you could just do it directly by talking to Claude. For example, all my pending replies for today and suggested comments. Now it has generated all my pending DMs and also gave me a priority order. If we wanted to send out this suggested DM, we could just let Claude know. For number 6, please send out the suggested comment. Let's say now this looks good and we wanted to call it every day without us manually doing that. We could also set it on a schedule. Generate a new file for each day. Make sure you only scrape the leads within the 24 hours and don't duplicate the result. For Reddit, generate an intent score for each role based on the service that I provide. Same thing. The current number of views and comments. The service that I provide is LinkedIn lead generation. Use DeepSeek to check the relevancy and how likely they could be a potential customer. Also take into account the number of views and comments and the content of the post. Actually, this shouldn't be in here. This should be in Claude. Okay, just paste it here. This is a Claude window, and this is just the terminal.
So the difference is basically this is a Claude window and this is just the terminal. And for YouTube, let's also do the same. Make this a recurring thing. Generate a refreshed copy each day and send it to my email. Make sure to include the URL just like above. Okay, for the LinkedIn thread, this one has already been sent. Let's continue with some other type of work with LinkedIn. For example, we could check what kind of replies gets best response rate. Check all the previous replies and give me a summary and analysis. So the reply performance by type, we could see the highest reply rate comes from booking a call. We should use this more, followed by sending the link, and then competitor pivot. The three patterns that actually convert. One is the competitor pain pivot. Another thing that performs pretty well is should I send you the link without sending it directly because that's a little too pushy, and then timing the link correctly only after explicit interest. So this makes sense. What the best conversation have in common? TLDR, dig for pain before you pitch. Use competitor's name when they come up. Ask, should I send you a link instead of just dropping it? Okay, this is pretty nice. If Claude never looks into it, I probably will never summarize such insights by myself. So you could basically customize all types of questions because the data is already in there and the intelligence is provided by Claude. So why not? Okay, so now it has created a scheduled job to run every day at 9 a.m. Here's what happens. It fetches the latest tweets, filter it to only tweets from the last 24 hours, remove duplicates, generate a new file, and logs output. Please send an email to my email address. And the steps to connect the email will be the same as the one that we did with YouTube content planning, so I won't repeat it again. If you missed that part, just go back to the start of this video and check it out. Okay, the analysis on LinkedIn replies has come back. The reply performance by type, we could see the highest reply rate comes from booking a call. We should use this more, followed by sending the link, and then competitor pivot. And the three patterns that actually convert. One is the competitor pain pivot. You acknowledge their pain, then pivot to how we solved it. Another thing that performs pretty well is should I send you the link without sending it directly because that's a little too pushy, and then timing the link correctly only after explicit interest. So this makes sense. What's killing your conversation? It looks like I should use this less. Okay, this is interesting. TLDR, dig for pain before you pitch. Use competitor's name when they come up. Ask, should I send you a link instead of just dropping it? Okay, this is pretty nice. If Claude never looks into it, I probably will never summarize such insights by myself. As you see, you could basically customize all types of questions because the data is already in there and the intelligence is provided by Claude, so why not? Looks good. I want to record the progress. Same thing, git init, git add. Now for YouTube, it's running every morning at 8 a.m. So every day I will receive an email about the outlier video, the videos that got more than doubling the median views with watch link, highest engagement video, and then the PPT deck attached. This is pretty awesome. Looks like the Twitter posts thread has a blocker on how to send me the email properly, so I just asked it to refer to the YouTube content planning folder for inspiration. Okay, it looks like Claude has figured out a way to reference the YouTube folder and figured it out. It has successfully sent the email to myself, and let's check it out. 44 new tweets, post URL, post summary, time, number of views, number of replies, country, intent score, intent reason, and a suggested comment. This looks really nice. Later, I'll probably sort by intent score, but that's pretty easy. I won't bother to continue that in this video. Also, YouTube has successfully sent me an email about the outliers in my niche, the viewed engagement, the links, and the highest engagement videos. Here are all the videos that are recent and popular in my niche that I should keep an eye out on. So yeah, up until this point, we've done Twitter post monitoring and commenting, LinkedIn lead generation and autonomous campaign with human approval, YouTube content planning and scheduling a daily email, and last but not least, Reddit lead generation. I hope you have enjoyed this video. Though we have a lot of context switching, I hope it's not too confusing for you. And let me know what other automations do you want to do with Claude. Feel free to comment down below, and I'll see you in my next video.